Well, hello there. Welcome. It's Ashley from Lovely Commotion Preschool Resources. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to share with you something that's been working really well in my classroom for me and my kiddos, and that is circle time games. So, a couple years ago, I got the idea to try and incorporate a kind of review or whole group quick skill based activity onto the end of my circle time. And so, after we do all the circle time things, then I go ahead and get out one of these games. And so, it's been something that they look forward to and that they know is coming. And I have liked it because we can just sneak some good skill-based practice in there, but doing it in a fun, engaging way using games. And they love it because it's fun and it's engaging. I always make sure that they have a part in it. And I also like that it's all ready for me. So I created this pack full of 20 different games that cover 20 different skills, and then I put them all together and I have them now ready for the year. And that's awesome because I can just grab it and plan it. So I just kind of wanted to show you some of those and give you an idea of how they might work for you or how you might incorporate some of your ideas and your activities into some circle time games too. Maybe you have some materials already that you could just decide to make them whole group. So before I get started, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what skills they cover and what you can, like what different packs and games you can find. So the first pack that I created was a fall pack, and it has in it two different sets of games. So there's actually 40 games in there. There's 20 games based on a school theme, and we've already went through all of those in my classroom, and we're working towards the fall ones. And so then there's also 20 fall games. And then I have a winter pack that's got 20 winter themed games and 20 holiday themed games. And those holiday theme games don't include like Santa or any religious type of things in them. So hopefully they can work in your school. And then I also have a spring set that's got 20 spring games and 20 Easter games. Again, no religious components in those as well. So the 20 skills. And so I tried to choose 20 skills that I thought that either we would review stuff that maybe they knew really well and we just want to make sure that they kept knowing those things, or something maybe that I could kind of just introduce briefly. And so these are those 20 skills: colors, shapes, counting, number sense, numeral identification, matching number to quantity, so like counting how many and matching it to a numeral, sorting and classifying, seriation, ordering by size, doing some patterning, measurement. There's some like length and also some volume measurement. Estimation, that's a pretty deep skill, but we do it at a preschool level. Data collection with like graphing and things like that. Let's see, sequencing events, visual discrimination. I like to do this because I like for them to start seeing the differences in pictures so that they can in turn start seeing the differences in letters, right? Noticing differences. Name identification, letter sounds. We do some rhyming. That's a fun one. Segmenting and blending, and also beginning sounds. So like normally I don't focus a ton on segmenting and blending and beginning sounds, but I thought this might be a great time to kind of just introduce the topic, kind of see how far they can go with it and if it's something that maybe they're ready for or not. So with these 20 games for fall, I had to have a way to organize them easily. And I like part of my organizational strategy. What's really working is using these littler manila envelopes. And it's working because it keeps all the pieces contained inside. I can just grab it, take it to the carpet area, and we're ready to play. And so it comes with this like label that tells what the theme is, what skill it's covering, and then down here I've also got the instructions And then this particular game has like a little rhyme with it. So I just stuck that on the back. That way it's right there. Everything's right there for me. I didn't want to mess with baggies because it's just hard to sort through them. So this worked. Something else I use, if it doesn't need to be cut apart and doesn't have a lot of little pieces, I use just page protectors. So like this one is the Scarecrow Race, and it is a rhyming game. And so I just have it inside of here, right? There's no actual pieces that students use. The activity is something that we do interactive. We'll talk about that in a minute. But something that I would recommend in trying to store your games is to use a folder that is bigger than 1 inch. So I have this folder here, this notebook, I should say, and it is like busting at the seams because I got a whole bunch of these 1 inch binders thinking that that would work for this, and it definitely doesn't. It's definitely too thick. And so I would bump it up to at least 2, maybe even wider, or you could even use like a tub or something to put these in and you could flip through them. But yeah, definitely would recommend a bigger one. So I just wanted to show you kind of some of these games, and so that you can see that they're quick, they're easy, and I like to make them engaging by either giving the pieces of the game out to students or having some sort of engaging component. And so this one is called Hiding Apple, and it is a numeral identification game, and it comes with some numbered trees, 1 through 10. And so basically what you do is you pick, let's say, either like 4 or 5 trees that you want to work on. So 4 or 5 numerals that you want to work on. And so I like to use the quick data collector, something I shared in another video. So if you'd like to know more about that, you can catch it in under videos on my Facebook page, Lovely Commotion. But basically what it does is I'm able to put in all the students' information on numbers, letters, color, shapes, and it tells me how many students are struggling with each numeral, each color, each shape. And so I can kind of get an idea of like, okay, 9's kind of a problem number, so we're definitely going to use that in this activity. And so for this one, I might do 10, 7, 8, and 9, and I may not put them in order. I may not put them on the carpet in order. So you're going to lay these on the carpet in the middle of the children, and you're going to ask them to please go hide your eyes. So turn around, hide your eyes. I'm going to hide an apple, but I don't want you to see where. And so I take my apple guy and I hide him under one of the trees. And so then I tell them they can turn around, and I choose a student and I say my rhyme, which is on the back here: apple, apple in a tree, under which tree will you be? And so then that's where I want them to choose a number. Now, if they already know their numerals, they can say the number, right? You can say, oh, I want to look under number 9. And so they come up and they lift up 9. Oh, not there. But if they don't know their numerals very well, this is where I like to have them just point to the tree, and I'll tell you the number, right? I want to look under 10. And so they lift up 10. Oh, there's apple, we found him, we celebrate. And then we play again. And I might add different numbers. I might move them around. I might add more trees. But I want to make sure that everybody gets a turn at least to guess where the apple might be. And so this is one of those activities that if they're super engaged in it, you can keep going a little bit longer. But I always at least make sure that everybody's had a turn. And they get really super excited about these activities. It's like hiding something is just so exciting, and you get like the little squeals and we found him, and so that's a super fun one. Also, let me show you this one. This rhyming one is one that I put in the page protector, and it's called Scarecrow Race, and it gives you the instructions, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to draw a scarecrow that looks like him on either a chalkboard or your dry erase board, whatever it may be, something you can erase. And so you're going to add these components and make sure that, there we go, make sure that you can see that they're different shapes, right? And so what I like to do is I start with number 1, and it says, I like pie, erase 1, and then I wait. And we I kind of got to get them started, right? So I started and I say, I like pie, erase one. What on him rhymes with pie? Pie? Oh, I know, I'm going to erase one of his eyes. And then as you start going down, they start going, oh, I get how this works. Don't run a mile, just erase and then we see if they can come up with smile and how they rhyme. And so I let them do some of that erasing as well, which makes it engaging because they're getting to come up and erase too. So this one is super fun. And I usually wait on rhyming more towards the end of when I'm the fall season or whatnot to use this because it is a little bit trickier, but they really, really love it. They think it's super fun. Let me show you a couple more. This one is a how long measurement game. And so I asked students to go around the room to find an object, and we're going to figure out how many pumpkins long it is. So this is super simple, and I have my pumpkin ruler that I cut apart and laminated. And so they obviously interactive as they're going and grabbing something from the classroom, bringing it back. Oh, what did you find? Let's see, how many apples long is it? 1, 2, 3, and then we look at it. Or is it 3.5? Maybe it's only 3.5 pumpkins long. And we talk about those things. Oh, look, you brought something that was 3 pumpkins, and he has something that's 3 pumpkins. And, comparing. Or his was longer than yours was shorter, using all those math words. And again, it takes a very short amount of time to do this, but they absolutely love it. And so here's another, here's just a sound one. It's called Pick a Pumpkin, and it has the rhyme on the back. Pumpkin, pumpkin, big and round, pick a pumpkin, make it sound. So if I'm feeling really fancy, I'll find a basket or something to put these pumpkins in, or I'll just kind of open this up and let them pull it out. Oh, there's a Y. Do you know what that Y says? It says, yeah. Your pumpkin says, yeah. And let's see, do we have anybody with Y's in their names? Things like that. And then we go around and we just a quick, short, little activity for them to practice. I'll show you a few more here. Let's see. How about okay, so this one's kind of fun too. This is a letter one. It is called leaf squirrel. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to take these. Here, let me open them up. I used one of those rolling things with the dotted sticky tape stuff. It is not sticking. So sadly I have to go back through and tape all this, or tape or better glue all these back down. I tried, it just didn't work. Okay, so there's leaves in here. And they're different colors. And there's also squirrels in here that say dance. So what you're going to do is you're going to put these down on the ground, and you might want to either color the back or make the back black, but you could also just put them in here if you didn't want to spread them all over the floor. Oh, I lost my palm. I'm going to have to glue that back on. So basically, you're going to choose a card, and we're going to flip it over. And if they pull a leaf, they have to say the color of the leaf. So blue leaf, I got a blue leaf, and then they put that in the middle. But if they pull a squirrel card out, then everybody has to get up and dance. And so we just keep playing until everyone's had a turn. And this is just so simple. It's just basically working on recognizing and naming colors, right? But it adds that component of who's going to get the squirrel? Oh my gosh, there's a squirrel. Everybody get up and dance. So just making it a little more fun and engaging than just naming colors, right? And plus reaching in and grabbing something you never know what you're going to get. And so that has excitement built in by itself. Let's see. I will also show you a couple other here. Here's some fall color patterns. So these are in here, and these are really, this is super simple, but you can grab your pocket chart, and the kids love to put things in a pocket chart, and I basically just start passing out these colors, right? Making sure at least everybody has one. And so this is another way I make sure to keep it engaging, is by passing out the card. So everybody has a card, and so everybody is involved, and they've got to pay attention to when it's their turn, and it works really well. So I pass out, everybody gets a card, right? And then I decide on, this is going to probably be a 3-color pattern. If you only wanted to make it 2, you'd have to take out all those cards, and like you could make it just be a red and brown pattern and just take out all the yellows, but I would probably do a 3-1. So I would put in the pocket chart, I'd start my yellow and then brown, then red. And so we'd start that. And so we'd go yellow, brown, red. Yellow, brown, red. Okay, let's do it. Yellow, brown, red. What comes next? And then one kid would bring up a yellow, right? And then we say it again. Yellow, brown, red. Yellow. Oh, we need brown next. You know, one of the kids that has a brown will bring their brown up and put it in the pocket chart. And just the simplicity of giving them the card, them waiting for it to be their turn, keeps it engaging, and also adding the whole pocket chart makes it a little bit more fun, because they're not just putting it on the floor, they get to stick it in the pocket chart like the teacher does, right? So super simple 5-minute games are really, really helpful in helping our children just practice these skills on the daily, so that we know that we're just adding another layer of practice in there in a fun way, right? We're not throwing a worksheet at them. We're not having them do something that takes a super long time and losing their interest. We are keeping it simple and sweet. Okay, this is one last one I'll show you, and it is pumpkin sizes, and it is seriation. So this is another one you can pass out. But it has like the large circle, which I had to fold in half to keep inside of my little envelope here, but that's okay. It has a small circle and it has a medium circle. So I lay these out on the carpet and I tell everybody what they say, and then I give out my pumpkin cards. And so the pumpkin cards have different size pumpkins on them. And if you think that this may trip them up, having the medium, oh, he's sideways. If you think it might trip them up, you might show them first, like, look, there's 3 types of cards, a big, a medium, and a little. And a lot of times they'll come up with on their own, like a daddy, a mommy, and a baby, things like that. But they're basically going to come up and sort their pumpkin. If I have the biggest pumpkin, it's going to go on the biggest circle. And so we're sorting by size. Then you can take it another step further if they're still engaged and with you, and put them in order by size, right? So all the big ones go first, then all the medium ones go next, and then all the little tiny babies go last. So that's another way you can use them as well. So I'm hoping that was helpful in just giving you some ideas that you could use games. And, you know, there are lots of different games out there that you can play that are quick, but these have been game changer for us because the kids love them. They ask for them. I know we're working on skills that we need to be working on, but I also know that I'm doing it in a way that's engaging, quick, because attention spans are little, and we're doing it in a fun way, and it makes them want more of it. And I love that. And it helps them see learning is super fun. Like, look what you just did. We just did this together and you learned it, but it was fun. So wanted to share that with you today. I hope it was helpful. You can grab these. I'll put the link in the description for you so that you can look at them, see if maybe there's something you want to use, or maybe you have some games already sitting around your classroom that you could totally incorporate into a quick whole group game. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment if you have any questions, or if you have tried Circle Time games and you love them. I would love to hear about that too. So I'll see you soon. Bye.